Let's talk a little bit about the news that's come out since you and I have recorded that AEW is setting up a residency in Arlington, Texas. They're going to host a summer series of events on the path to All In. They've got an esports stadium there, and it all starts on July 20th. They'll have shows there on July 20th, July 27th, August 1st, August 10th, and August 17th.
Wow.
That's not going to be too terribly far from you in Oklahoma. And
No.
it's the first time I remember seeing something like this in an esports stadium. What do you expect from this opportunity from AEW in Arlington?
Well, Conrad, let me ask you this question. What is the esports stadium? What does that translate to in layman terms?
They normally play video game contests there, so there's probably a lot of digital screens, and I mean they host video gaming events there. So I just imagine that it might be technically a little different from your standard arena, and I think it'll be scaled for around 1,300 fans.
Yeah,
So this might feel like a Thunderdome on steroids, if you will.
that ain't bad. That's not a bad comment. That's not a bad description.
No,
To me, it's just part of the growth. It's part of the growth that Tony Khan is laying on us, and I think it's good. Anytime you can get the guys more work, anytime you get the guys more ring time, that's a good thing. So, hey, you're right about the geography. From where I'm sitting right now to getting to Dallas is a pretty quick trip, actually. And
it's like a 3-hour car ride, I think, from the arena to your house. So not too
yeah,
terribly bad.
no, not bad, not bad at all. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens and how it goes and how it evolves. But anytime you can create an opportunity for talents to work more, to get more ring time, there's nobody on the AEW roster that doesn't need more ring time. That's just the nature of the beast. So, and I believe that to be true. There's a lot of very talented guys, but they could all use more ring time. And because working a day a week, it can be a blessing or a curse. And, you stay healthier, you should stay fresher. You shouldn't be on the injured list too often because of the schedule is compatible. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of the getting more work. And the Dallas is an interesting choice. I'd like to hear more about that. I'd like to know more about that scenario. But I'm curious about it. It's something new. And I'm not such an old guy to get out of my yard kind of a guy that's going to get pissed off because things are not, things change. Change is not always a bad thing. And us old guys shouldn't look at it that way ever. It's just, I think sometimes it's just because we're insecure or what have you, but it's a good thing to change and add new things, new challenges, create new opportunities. New is good. New is very good.
We got another question over on YouTube. Do you have any fun Bret Hart stories? Do you stay in contact with Bret? I was able to meet the Hitman last year at WrestleCon. He was so humble and appreciative of his fans. A 10 out of 10 experience. Of course, Bret is on everybody's mind because of his appearance in Who Killed WCW. Are you in regular communication with Bret? Got any fun Bret stories?
I don't know what regular means. We talk. We do talk, and I always enjoy either coming up with a reason to call him or him calling me. He always returns a call. He always returns a text. I have great respect for Bret Hart. Always did. Always will. So, but we do keep. There's certain talents that you want to stay in touch with for various reasons. Bret's one of those guys. I don't ever want to lose contact with Bret Hart because I feel better when I talk to him. It's just about the business in general, and a funny story about, Stu and, waiting on Bret to arrive at Stu's house so we could shoot our videos. And then I found out Bret had an indoor pool there in Calgary, and we were going to do some training videos, I think getting ready for him and Shawn Michaels in LA. And so I went to Calgary and stayed a couple of days to film this video stuff. And I didn't realize until we got there that he didn't know how to swim. So it's going to be hard to do swimming videos for somebody that doesn't know how to swim, because I sure as hell can't help you. So that's kind of where we were. We shot around it. We creatively edited what we were doing, and we got the swimming aspect in without people knowing that Brett couldn't swim. So, but I love the guy. He's just he has a great mind and a great soul. And I always get a big hug when I see him, and that means a lot to me. So, it's funny what starts to mean more in your life, and these hugs and these attaboys, and it's good to see you as type thing starts meaning more. And so I'm a Bret Hart guy. If there's ever anything I can do for Bret Hart, he knows it's just a phone call away, and I'm in. So I love the guy. He's that same level of Stone Cold. He just classy. You know what he means. He ain't got a bullshit. He don't bullshit you. And I love that. His honesty is very refreshing.
Hey guys, Eric Bischoff here. Now, if you need cash without the controversy, the team at SaveWithConrad.com can help. But don't take my word for it.
Hi, my name is Richard Smith. I'm from Moss Point, Mississippi. One of my friends at work said I just been refinancing and my interest rate was 9%, and he said he got his for 2.3. So I said, well, maybe I should try. Got a hold of Diane. She kept in touch the whole entire time. We owned 2 houses, and we rented one out, and my renter quit paying, so we gave it back to the mortgage company. And because we did that, we had to wait 3 years for an FHA loan to go back through. The one thing that Conrad said on his podcast was, we'll never tell you no. We might say, not now, this is what we need to do, and we'll make sure we get it done. Well, prime example, 3 years. And when they say no money out of pocket, there's no money out of pocket. They figure it out. But she was so quick that, don't worry about this, I got this first. That's what impressed me the most. My name is Richard Smith, and I saved $700 a month with SaveWithConrad.com.
And unlike the dirt sheets, these reviews don't lie. With over 1,000 5-star reviews, find out for yourself how much Conrad and his team can save you by checking out SaveWithConrad.com, and do it today.
NMLS number 32416, equal housing lender, SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what AdFreeShows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-Free Shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that AdFreeShows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. AdFreeShows.com.